What's up, folks? Today we're going to talk about the top 5 reasons why people hate Olight. And I have for you in front of the camera here my original Olight that I bought many years ago. This is the S1R Baton first generation. We are now on the 3rd generation of Olights, and somebody in my household has owned one of each generation, so I have actually had one of each generation of these Olights. So I'm not coming on here to tell you why people hate Olight because I hate Olight. I'm just going to tell you why there seems to be a general trend of people hating on Olight. So without further ado, we're going to get into the top 5 reasons. And if you don't have the attention span of a goldfish and are going to watch all the way to the end, there is going to be a special bonus reason that's a little extreme. So let's go ahead and get into it. Number 5, they're made in China. For me, this is a stupid reason. It's a global economy, and all your politicians sold out your future decades ago. Don't hate China, hate your own politicians. Reason number 4. The batteries are proprietary and odd size. Some people complain of a failure rate, and they're expensive compared to some of their comparable competition out there. I'd say overall, this is one of the more valid reasons to not like Olight. And so there you go. Reason number 4, the batteries. Reason number 3, the color rendering index. This is also one of the criticisms that if you are a flashlight aficionado or you're getting into flashlights, kind of like I am right now, the CRI is actually something that you might actually have to take into account when rating the Olight. Now the CRI means the higher it is, the closer it is to kind of like sunlight. The actual Olights tend to be on the blue light of the spectrum, the blue-white. They're a little on that spectrum, which makes it not as easy to make out certain colors and aspects when viewing nature. So the S1R batons, or the Olights in general, having a low CRI is a valid criticism. If you're into that, if you don't care, then it really doesn't matter to you. Number 2 reason why people hate Olights is because they actually are kind of expensive compared to some of their competition. Now, if you've been watching EDC videos, preparedness videos, survival videos, prepper videos, any of those things, you're going to notice that there is a heavy predominance of Olight in that particular community. The reason is because Olight has done a phenomenal job of reaching out to that community to gain sponsors and people that promote Olight products on their channels. So they have a little bit bigger marketing budget than perhaps some of the competition, which means you're going to command higher prices on an Olight as compared to very similar flashlights. If you're into EDC or preparedness or survival or any of those things and you happen to own a Olight product, you might be surprised to learn just how much competition there is out there with similar products with different values of CRI, different battery options, etc. Might be something to think about, but the number 2 reason is the expensive compared to the competitive products, basically. The number 1 reason why people hate Olight is the shilling. Now, I know there's a couple people that were subscribed to my channel that have since unsubscribed because I've, made some kind of unsavory videos and have had some harsh opinions of things in the past. That's cool. If you're still subscribed and you're somebody that is a sponsor for Olight, I don't hate you for getting that money. I really don't. This channel will probably never be big enough to get a sponsorship. It's growing a lot more than it has in the past, but it's probably still never going to get sponsorship level big. So I don't really have anything to lose to tell you guys this, but I don't hate on you if you're out there getting that money, getting that Olight money, but some people that are more on the philosophy that you shouldn't be doing this on this platform to make money, or you go over the top to shill to make money, people just don't like the shilling. They don't like the sponsorships for whatever reason. It's just one of the main reasons that I actually see people actually hate the Olight. Not a big deal to me, but hey, it is what it is. I'm just giving you the information. Okay, now we're going to come to the bonus reason. And as I said before, this is perhaps one of the most extreme examples, is that somebody actually died from an Olight exploding. That's right, it was A number of years ago, there was a Mr. Caleb Joyner who was using an Olight T20, which is a 380 lumen XPG2 flashlight, and he actually was working on a car and had the Olight in his mouth. Well, the reason why the Olight exploded is because he used the improper batteries. So he actually used 2 Nuon batteries, which are not the correct batteries, and it was the batteries that exploded and not the flashlight. A flashlight is not actually capable of exploding. It doesn't have the chemistry available for exploding. It's actually the batteries, the improper batteries that were utilized in that particular Olight. It was a very unfortunate event. Unfortunately, the man did lose his life from the shrapnel that became lodged in his throat. You can look that up if you want. And again, it's not something that I necessarily would blame Olight for. What a lot of people don't talk about when they use this as a criticism of Olight is this could actually happen with any improper battery and flashlight, any improper flashlight situation. Actually, what happened is those particular batteries, when they're discharged, when they're empty of power, they actually reverse polarity. So what you ended up was 2 batteries, and with one of them with a reverse polarity situation, which essentially equates to a bomb. Now this particular Olight takes 1 battery, so it's not possible to happen really in a single battery Olight, but any flashlight that takes 2 batteries with one of them reversing polarity, there's a potential for a hazard there. So it was very unfortunate, but I'm just giving you guys the information if you're interested to know. So overall, I can tell you this is not an Olight review. This is not a S1R baton review, but I have had this light for 5 years. I've had 0 issues with it. It's still on the original battery and it works well. But I just wanted to give you the reasons why some people hate Olight. That's it. Till next time, later.